दिस इज बॉलीवुड स्पाई G9 यानी कि दिव्य सोलगम और आज मेरे साथ मौजूद हम सबकी चाहिए थी शायानी गुप्ता.
Thank you for spelling my name correct. I mean pronouncing my name correct.
लास्ट टाइम से बहुत याद कर रहा था इसलिए परफेक्टली. सो फर्स्टली व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इन इनसाइड Edge2?
That you have to see the show and see, no?
Yeah, but of course we
what's
need to know
happening.
from your side.
I think it's become much more, much bigger. It's much more explosive. It's scaled up. You know, it's looking outstanding. Vivek Shah, who's the DOP, and Akash Bhatia, the director, with Karan and Guru. I think they've made like a massive show, which is very, very good looking. It's very glossy, but it's also much darker and deeper, and the interpersonal relationships have become much more palpable and there's a lot more with every character that you see, you know, different kind of dimensions to their characters. So it's very good. I mean, I'm really, I don't say this about my own work and stuff that I sort of do, but this, I mean, the episodes I saw, I was blown away. They are looking outstanding, and Rohini's character, you know, Rohini Raghavan, the character I play, I think they've written it so beautifully. With her professional and her personal stuff, all that's happening, and there's a lot going on in her life. There was like literally so many notes to hit as an actor. You know, so many different kind of layers that they sort of brought into Rohini's character that I had a really amazing time playing her.
So how was the feedback? You know, your people loved your character in the first season. How was the feedback? What was the feedback? You've been part of many web series, but this was something, you know, the initial stage.
I think this was the first series that I did because Excel was obviously producing it, and it was Amazon's first show in India. So, but we didn't really know what will happen, what was the future,
Right.
how is it going to be, you know, really accepted or not, and we didn't really think about all of that. We were just making it truthfully, and with, you know, kind of response the show got and Rohini's character got. Also, it's a very rare character that you see who's, you know, the game of cricket is obviously driven by testosterone, and it's generally male dominated, but to have women characters who are so empowered, and Rohini is literally in the thick of things. She's the analyst of the team, and she's the one calling shots. She's tiny and she's the youngest, but everyone sort of listens to her and takes her seriously because she knows she's brilliant at what she does. And I think it was a very different kind of woman part ever sort of seen in the Indian context. And the relationship between Rohini and Vayu, the whole brother-sister relationship, is also something that you don't really see often, you know. Relationships are generally, you know, like boyfriend girlfriend or lovers or, you know, parents, but this whole sibling relationship, which is really they're like Tom and Jerry, you know, they're constantly at each other, but there's a very, very pure bond, and there's a constant kind of looking after each other kind of, you know, feeling. And I think that was really special. It was really nice because I was in for season 2. I was one day, I was driving. The moment I stopped my car, and I checked my Twitter suddenly, and there was a tweet which said, and there was this girl who said that I wish we all had a Rohini in our lives.
Wow.
Because we wish that, you know, somebody took care of something like that. And it felt like really nice because I went and told Guru and people that, you know, it's really gratifying when people sort of love the character and also, like, you know, want somebody like her in their lives. It was really sweet. So I think it's definitely one of the best characters that I've played so far. She's very, very close to my heart. She's also somebody very unlike me. I know nothing about cricket in real life, but she's like, she knows it all. And so yeah, it was fun because of these things.
You know, the series also had many famous characters. People, as you mentioned, that some you people like Rohini, there were other people, Vayu, and other everyone. Given a choice, if you get to play another character,
No, Rohini is the best one.
Rohini is the best one. But still,
I'm telling you because Karan Anshuman was the creator of the show, and it's literally his baby. Rohini is Karan with long hair.
Okay.
Because Karan's like ultimate fantasy is to have a woman cricket geek, you know, and I think Rohini is the epitome of brilliance, of sharpness, of wit, of knowledge about the game, And she's great fun and she's really cool. So I don't think I would want to play anybody or Rohini.
Male?
Never. Rohini is the best part.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it because I am playing it, but even on paper, she's the best she's the best character that really sort of, actually everyone loves Rohini's part for some reason, even the other characters.
So you said you were not a cricket buff and this thing, and out here you are playing totally opposite, a cricket geek. Which was your best cricket experience?
In the
a
show?
match? No, just
In life?
life.
I had a lot of childhood memories of, the whole family sitting and watching World Cup. And I remember there was one particular World Cup right before my exams, or board exams, and my mother sort of let me watch the match right before my boards or something. It was one of those things that, the family would come together and watch. And I remember like my father would be like, don't move. No, sit down, like that. So it was like sweet. But this last World Cup, it was really funny because what happened in the finals was absolutely like extraordinary.
Yeah.
And I remember I literally came back from shoot and I went to a friend's place because it was like really late and everyone was like either watching the Wimbledon finals, which was happening on the simultaneously. So I went to my friend's house. It was a huge group of people. Like I walked into the room and they're like stuck to the, and I literally went in time for the last over, and that's the only over I saw. And that's, everything went down from that point onwards. And it was quite nice to see sort of, to get, in fact, I remember the last World Cup, not this one, the earlier World Cup, I was in FTII.
Okay.
And they had put up a huge screen in the basketball court, and the entire campus was there. It was just like such an incredible experience of watching it together first, and then when India won, it was Pune, right? Everybody was like, we used to go to sleep early, like, general public, not in campus. We all came out in bikes, and there were people everywhere, and you could see uncles and aunties and like older people, youngsters, kids, just dancing. Like it was just such a euphoria. Just dancing in the streets I've never seen. Like I don't think Pune ever looked like that, otherwise it's a very like chilled out, laid back kind of city. And it was just, everybody was out on the streets and like high-fiving and like, hugging each other. And I think that's the madness of the game, and it sort of was reflective of, how passionate India is about cricket and Bollywood, of course. So that was quite incredible. It's one of the most incredible experiences of my life.
If we look back to your career, your choices of films and web series have been very different, and every film has a character which has been always, let it be Margareta, or let's assume Hunger, the character Hungry, what you had, and 4 More Shots. How you feel? Do you feel you are at the right time in the film industry and the television or the OTT platform?
Yeah. I think it's the best time in a long time. Honestly, there's so much stuff being made, which is also good quality. Because stuff got made all the time, but right now, especially with the web sort of revolution, there is a lot of good content being made, a lot of really cool writers, directors, technicians, actors coming together and collaborating and creating stuff, which is long lasting, hopefully. And I think it's a really good time for also being a woman actor, because better scripts are being written, better characters are being sort of fleshed out for us. I keep thinking, what if I was here in the 90s?
Exactly.
I don't think I would have survived, because there was only a certain kind of films being made. Not that they were bad, they were amazing. I loved watching them growing up. But, it was very different, Right now, it's much more varied, especially for women. I think many kinds of roles are being written. Like, I think it's amazing that at the same time one can do a Margarita, and a Hungry, and a 4 More Shots, and an Article 15, and an Inside Edge, and a Poshampa all at the same time. And I think it's a really, really fun time to be here.
So while all these movies, you were the focused one, your people have seen your work and you're slowly growing up, your fan base is growing up. Now I would like to ask that in today's time, working with Shah Rukh Khan, Akshay Kumar, or let's say Ranbir Kapoor, does that help anyone's career or something?
Yes and no. No, because, yes and no, because see, if the film works, everyone sort of gains out of it, not only actors but also the technicians.
Like you mentioned 90s, if this would have been the 90s scenario, of course it would have worked because when you work with bigger actors, automatically people know you.
But it's not very easy to, it's, how would you know, it's all hypothesis. But honestly, if a film works, then everyone sort of, takes off, everyone's career sort of takes off. But if it doesn't, then irrespective of who the star is or, how big a superstar there is in the film, it doesn't matter, because a fan, for example, it was Shah Rukh, and we are all very proud of the film because we also didn't see Shah Rukh in that light, and he was incredible in the film. And we were all very excited to sort of collaborate and make this, and I know Manish Sharma and Yash Raj and everybody together with Shah Rukh and Mr. Adi Chopra, they were all very, very excited to sort of make this, build this world around fan, but unfortunately it didn't really work at the box office. So now, yes, is it less special? No, it's not. It's as special and it's beautiful, and we're all very proud of it. But I think we would have gained much more if it had done really well at the box office. It's, certain things only work if it hits numbers, and I think people recognize me more from Jolly LB2 than Fan, because Jolly LB was a more successful film at the box office. So it's not like, as for me as an actor, both are equally special and both are equally, memorable, really. And I had fun playing both parts. But in terms of career, I think it really gives you that push if the film does well. Like Article 15, when we were making it, we didn't really imagine the kind of
success,
response it sort of garnered. But when it did, I think we all sort of, bear the, sort of fruits of it. We sort of enjoyed the kind of limelight we all got. If it hadn't worked, then, we wouldn't be talking about it probably, But, I don't think, like for me as an actor, again, Jagga Jasusi did not do well at the box office. But it's one of the most special films of my life, I think, and I hope I have many, many more films to come, but it will still always be very special, because of the process and the people involved, really.
What's happening next?
Next, Inside Edge2 is releasing on 6th of December. 4 more shots is coming soon again, and I've come back last night from Chhattisgarh. I was shooting for a film for a month there, so that's gonna come out hopefully soon, maybe next year. And I'm starting a new film next week, so that's happening.
One-stop answer to your Australian education and visa matters. Gemco Sydney. Dream big, achieve big.